Morning. So let's go for the fourth attempt of the start of this video, because my brain is taking an absolute dump today. So, good morning. Welcome to the channel, which is InstantDropCouriers. It's a quick thank you to obviously everyone that has watched my last video about me joining the Courier exchange. Big thank you to obviously Freddie Fresh Unlimited, who has shared my channel in his community. I really appreciate that, dude. Thank you very much. Another shout out to Half Logistics, which has done the same thing. We've been speaking to Half now, Brent, for a good while, to be honest, and he's so knowledgeable and so helpful. So I'll pin both of their channels below, and obviously you can have a look and check out their channels for anyone that is new who doesn't know about them. Anyone that has came from them, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. All the comments, good and bad, have been entertaining the past couple of days. So yeah, so what are we doing today? What have we been doing this week? Because today is Thursday. Absolutely nothing. So we went to work Monday morning. I had a really good day on Monday, but then I have been inside my own head all week because I have my HGV theory test today, which I obviously failed 2 weeks back, which is my multiple choice, and I've just honestly been practicing to make sure that I pass. So my test is today, so fingers crossed, guys, I actually do good and pass it. Again, most of the questions that we're answering, it's weird because I'm learning things about HGV, like that's what I'm training myself in, but then most of the questions when I get there, like 9 times out of 10 has nothing to do with HGV driving, literally nothing to do. And it's just weird because you would think, like, you've got to have a car license to get into a HGV, understandable, excuse me. Why give any questions about the normal road? Like I can pass them, that's fine, that's not a problem, but we can obviously drive, you know what I mean? I've been driving since October 2013, so I can obviously drive. I have my own career business, I can obviously drive. So for me, I think the theory side of it is unnecessary to move on to the next level where it's HGV. I believe that they need to have a look into, like, yeah, if you've done your theory and your hazard perception and stuff like that, like if you've done that for a car, I don't believe you should have to take it again for a HGV. I think what they should do is give you more hands-on practical training. I believe that's going to be the best way to train people up, is to give them practical training. Like, I don't learn when someone gives us a book, says read that and answer a few questions. I don't. I'm more of a practical person, and this is why I always struggle with the sit down multiple choice questions. I passed my hazard perception in my Mach 1 CPC, but I always struggle with it because I don't learn like that. I really don't. Honestly, I'm practical. I have to be there, hands-on. Like, I don't step back and watch someone do it. I'm like, yeah, just tell us how to do it, I'll start doing it. So that's how I work. So again, I am struggling a little bit with the questions. I've done a couple of mock tests last night, which I passed, and then failed one, and then passed one, and then failed one. So I'm just trying to work on what I'm failing at. But yeah, on the flip side of it, let's talk about the comments and the messages I've been receiving about the CX and about a couple of different things that people might want to know. So I had a comment, I believe yesterday, on one of my videos saying, yes, it's all good and well about obviously earning XYZ, but you haven't put on your van finance, your van insurance, your fuel. Yeah, well, I'm sorry, but if you're coming in to a business and you don't realise that you're going to need to pay them, then I'm sorry, but you shouldn't be having your own business. I'm like, if you need told, oh, well, you've got to be careful about your expenditure, then I'm sorry, but you need to go and work somewhere and just get paid by someone. You don't need to work for yourself. And that's not discouraging anyone who might struggle with finances or struggle with numbers or anything like that. But this is a broader thing of, if I'm getting comments to basically say, yeah, but you're not putting your, like, what about your van finance? I'm sorry, but if I need to put a video out for people to understand that there's things to pay to make money, then again, like, you need to get a bus pass and go and work at McDonald's. And I know that sounds really mean, and I understand that, but again, some of the comments are just ridiculous, literally ridiculous. Like, oh, well, what about your van finance? Well, yeah, right. So let's do a little bit of working out right now. So my van finance is 300. But what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna jump on my banking, because I don't know how much my insurance is. Like, I know my finance, but I don't know my insurance. So I just want to double check. Let's have a look. Right. Oh, because I've just reinsured the car, but I've put my different insurance on it so I can be able to carry like deliveries and things like that. So I've got Courier insurance on the car as well. So right, so yeah, my insurance is £141 a month, okay, for the van. So I'm just going to round up, and I always round up because it makes this easier for me. So £150 a month for the van. Then obviously it is what, £300 for the finance on the van. This is a month again. Tax, I paid mine outright, but you're talking, it was, I think it was like 320, so let's just divide that by 12. I'm going to round that up at like 25, 26 pound, give or take. So we're already on 475. So what else have we got? We've got the CX app. So what did I work that out as? So I paid £2,800 for, and I got 15 months of it. So that is £186 a month. Okay, so £186, obviously add my original 475. What else have we got? So as a lot of people know, I work for the CX on my own app. I do City Sprint, Jesus Christ, here we go. So City Sprint, Royal Mail, Delivery app, GoPuff. I've got like a Shipley account which I don't use, but I've got plenty of apps that I do use. But on the flip side of it, when it comes to City Sprint, they take the money off the invoice, which is, I think it's like a certain amount, maybe like £22 or something like that. That's what consistently seems to come off. So that's not a big payout terms, which is good. So I can't write that down because obviously, like, that comes off an invoice. So if I don't work, I'm not going to pay that. I'm not going to pay that if I don't work. So if I have a week off, that's fine. So I mean, right now we're on 661. You've got fuel, but fuel is so hard to put a number on. I like to say that working Monday to Friday, I put a tank of fuel in every 2 days. So I'm going to equal that out as 3. So I'm going to put 300 quid a week, which I think is fair. 3, 6, 9, 12. So I'm going to add 1,200 onto that, okay? Obviously food and drink when you're out. Again, I put that kind of into the fuel because I always either buy food at like the service stations and it always goes through my fuel. But you can make it easier for yourself. You can make it better for yourself by, if you wanting to stay at home, by taking meals, which I never do because it will never work. I will make myself meals and I will just not eat them, and then I'll go to McDonald's. So that is a total personal to you, how much you're going to spend on food and on obviously any other necessities or like drinks or anything while you're out. So what else do we have? Literally, what else do we have? So you're talking, I'll tell you what, I'm going to add £200 for miscellaneous. So I put around about £200 a month away for anything that might go wrong with the van. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically total that out. So I'll add another 200, and bear in mind this can change up or down. Obviously I've just put a new set of tyres on, £400, but they will last. So I'm going to say probably a year, give or take. So we've got that a month as well. So that £200 can be miscellaneous things for me anyway. So you got £2,000 a month. Now that seems quite a lot, but as a courier, it's actually not. So obviously what I can do is I can divide that by 28, and that'll basically mean that you need to make £73.60 a day if it's a 28-day period. Like Monday I made 500 quid. Do you know what I mean? So just Monday alone I done two CX jobs and one city sprint job. That was it. And obviously that was generally it. I done 3 jobs. Yes, I hit very lucky. So we had, what was it, Durham to Durham, which it was helping a gentleman out who had broke down in Durham. His battery was completely flat. I think he had stayed there and went to sleep there, and then he woke up. He must have left his lights on or something like that. And I know how that felt, because obviously I broke down a couple of weeks prior with no jump pack. I was up anyway. I basically rang the shipper or the customer and basically said to him, look, I'm 20 minutes away. I've got to go through the tunnel though. Pay me tunnel, it's 20 quid. And give us 20 quid. Are you sure? I says, look, I know what it's like to break down. I know what it's like for that feeling that you could be stuck there, and I was stuck there for a day, and it was the worst feeling. So I went, it was a Luton Curtain side tail lift, and I basically whacked my pack on. His battery was dead as anything. So whacked one of his straps on the back of his van, strapped it onto my van, and I just bump started him basically, which started right up. Took us about 20 minutes of my time, a little bit of fuel, but it's that bit about being nice, and obviously that's the reason why I done it, was just to generally be nice. Just on the flip side of that other video as well, with me having my own CX app, I am going to be pulling drivers onto my app. So if you are interested, I'm not doing it straight away. I just want like a list of people that are interested, preferably small van, basically maximum van that I want to be working with. It's a small wheelbase. So if you do, obviously, or you are interested, my email and all my links should be below. So it would be appreciative if you could drop us an email if you are interested, have any questions about the CX. Again, I am not massively knowledgeable on the CX, but I'm good at finding out information. Again, I'm getting emails of other people who are on the CX and have been on the CX for a very long time, basically saying, like, look, if there's any questions that you have, like, so if any questions for me have to ask them, that they're more than happy to answer them, which for me is absolutely brilliant. I am going to pick this fella's mind, and I'm just going to say, like, what do you think that people want to know? And that's the question that I'm going to ask. So what do you want to know?
Quick question, was there anything
No, there wasn't, Alan, sorry. Yeah, so like what do you want to know? And I can build my content around what you want to know. If it's a silly question, I can do like a Q&A. I can go away if I don't know the answer. I can go away, I can find the answer, I can make a video on it and post it. Obviously, I do my videos on a Sunday, but what I can do is I can double up my videos quite easily. So I can make one, say, Saturday, and then I can make one, say, Sunday. So the one on Sunday, you can comment on, you can ask a load of questions. means I can go away, I have a full week or whatever to research, find the answers, ask the people that I know in the industry, and then I can create that video, come back, post it on the Saturday for everyone, and then everyone will know what's going on, and you can get your answers. This is one for all of the drivers on CX, City Sprint, Delivery App, Royal Mail. Doesn't matter what kind of business you're in or anything. If you're in the full courier side of this industry, I want to talk to you. So please drop us an email. My plan is, and something that I really want to do, so I can get my knowledge up and then help with other people's knowledge, is sit down with yous and do a podcast with a number of questions. I can send you the questions beforehand or blah 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 blah, so I can come to you. I will bring all of the gear to you. We'll record it, take it away. If you're on YouTube, whatever, I can then tag you in it. I can send you the full video after it's been edited, so then you can upload it onto your own channel. It is something that I'm really interested in wanting to do. The podcast side of things, again, like, it just helps. It's going to, help me, and then it'll also help other people that are maybe interested in becoming part of the industry, or whether they should join, whether they should stay away. Obviously that's always on the cards. It's never always a good thing, and this is going to pick the brains of everyone that's interested. Again, I will come to you. I will bring all of the stuff that is necessary. We'll record it, we'll shoot it, I'll edit it, I'll do everything on that side of things. Obviously I can show you the preview of the video, see if you're happy with it. If you're happy with it, I can then post it. I really want to do this. Really want to do this. So if anyone's interested, my email is below, my social medias are below. Please drop us a message and I will come to you and we will get it done. You know, one thing I have realised, when you've been in a van, like, most of the weeks, obviously I spent a lot of time in the van and then just like re-insured the car. Feel so small on the road. Like, I've got a Jaguar XE, so it's a decent sized car. But I just feel so small on the road, and it feels weird to drive. Like, just everything. Obviously, this car itself is a automatic as well. But with the van being a manual, it's weird because twice now I've tried to put myself through the windscreen and left foot braking, but the comfort side of it in a car compared to your van is just next to none. I feel, honestly, I feel like at home back in a car now. So we should just start doing loads of deliveries in cars. That would be wicked. But yeah, so we've been on GoPuff for not that long, if I'm completely honest. We've only done a couple of deliveries. I'm just honestly chilling till 7 o'clock until I do my HGV theory test. So I'm just literally chilling out, just back and forth, nice quick easy drive. I've reset my mileage on this as well. I thought, you know what, why not? I'll do like a Thursday, how much mileage we do to how much we're making, which is actually really quite good. I've done, what's that, like 15 mile so far. I don't know how much we've earned because obviously the phone's over there on its maps. But also stay till the end because you will find out if I pass my theory test or not. Fingers crossed, man. Fingers crossed, because then I can actually start the training side of things, which I cannot wait for. So yeah, stay till the end and find out if we've passed or not. Keep your fingers crossed, bro, guys. You know what I've realised today in the car? That I've been driving around Newcastle city centre now for a couple hours. I don't think I've seen one person smile at all. Like, miserable, headphones in, miserable, headphones on. Two mates, fair shout. Like literally every single person I'm seeing has got headphones on and is miserable as fuck. Like why? What is the matter with you? I genuinely haven't seen one person by themselves smile, miserable, headphones on, miserable, no headphones, miserable. Fuck me, you're alive. Fucking act alive, you know what I mean? Like fucking hell. Sorry, I'm just ranting. It's because I've got nothing else to rant about, so I'm just ranting. I need some food. I think I'm just hungry. Right, I'm actually, by the way, the reason I wanted to start this is because I am pulling up to the test centre half an hour, well, I need some food, but half an hour early. So I'm excited, but I'm extremely nervous. But I'm going to quickly pop for some food, so I will speak to everyone now after my test. Oh, I'm so nervous, man. But we'll see how it goes. So I'll speak to you in a bit. Yeah, fingers crossed, guys. Fingers crossed. Oh, devastating. So the marks I got were 83 out of 85. So, well, 83 out of 100, sorry, and the pass mark is 85. So that is another fail. I am honestly like, I'm so deflated at it. It's just horrible. Proper deflated. But obviously got to try again. I just don't want to. It's getting to the point where I just generally don't want to. Some of the questions, man, like you looked at it and it's like, if something beeps on your dash, what's it most likely to be? What, like your fuel level, your windscreen wash, your oil pressure? Like what the fuck? That question to me is docile. And I know there's an answer. Obviously there's an answer. But my training material isn't telling me that what's going to be the most likely thing to go off. That my training material is not telling me that. A couple other questions like, what was it? If an old couple are waiting at a crossing, what do you do? And bear in mind, you only allow obviously mark one answer, and it's like, do you put your foot down to get past them quickly, right? Or do you stop and wave them across? Or do you like slow down or let them observe? They might not have observed your speed. But on the flip side of that, some of my material is saying that you should never wave across someone at a crossing. Never. Because they could get hit by another car who hasn't paid attention. So, honestly, hopefully next week's video or the week after, depending on when the next test is available, will bring you some good news about my HGV test. My theory test, sorry. Worst thing is, my hazard perception, bang, first time. My CPC, first time. And multiple choice is the one I keep on failing. But the multiple choice on my car test is the one that I kept on passing. And my hazard perception was the one I kept on failing. And I've done that within the third try. So I'm going to try and I know there's going to be a massive wait again, man. Well, that's going to end this video on a bit of a downer, which I really don't want to do. And it's not going to end this video, Jason, because you've still got tomorrow and it's Thursday. Fuck me! Right, I'll see you tomorrow. I've got my scan tomorrow. I am going to go home, sit on that fucking computer until my next test. Fuck going to work. I'm going to literally sit until I know every single answer to every single question that they can ask me. Everything. I want 100% every single time I do it on every single mock test until they give us it. So I'll see you tomorrow, probably, maybe. Alright, ciao. Evening. So you're joining me on the Friday. I didn't even know what day it was there. So Friday evening. It's been a very quiet week for me. Not due to the fault of no jobs. There's been plenty of jobs. I just haven't had the opportunity in myself, my personal life, to be able to do them. So started off a week on Saturday where I'd done a little bit of training, blah 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 blah. And then Sunday came and one of my customers, which yes, I have a new customer. It is not anything regular. It is for a pharmacy down my end. So whenever they need anything moved, I'll move that for them. That was only £40. Obviously, I wanted to start it as a very nice low job. Told them the expectations. I want to go and meet the customer and see kind of what they expected, what I expected. Showed them the load, how I strapped it up, how it was secured, everything. They were dead happy, and he saved my number down. I've saved his details, his address details with the bank details and things like that. So happy with that job. Then it came to Monday. We done 2 CX jobs and 1 city sprint. So one of the CX jobs was rescuing another driver. So rescuing the other driver because he had a flat battery. So we went out, I believe, at 1:30 in the morning or 1 o'clock, around about that time. Flung over to Durham, which is only half an hour away from us. Jumped up the pack that I have, the jump pack, put that on his battery just to get him started. Wouldn't do it. His battery was that dead. Put a strap on the back of his van, strapped it to the back of mine, and just bum started him, and away he went, got the engine running. Now, I only done 20 quid. The reason I done 20 quid was that I paid for my tunnel, paid for my fuel, and it was just a good deed. Obviously, I had broke down, as everyone knew, 2-3 weeks prior to that, and I know what it's like to be stuck in an area that you don't know, with no battery and literally no hope. So I done it cheap, just to go and get it done for him. Then another job I done on the CX was for £320. That was from Cramlington to Hounslow, just off the side of London. So we had done that job. Nice, easy, straightforward job. On the way down, I was like, right, what's going on? I've lost my bank card, my business card for my fuel, everything, lost it all. And I was like, what the hell is going on? So on the way down, thankfully, I got a phone call saying, hello, is this InstantDropCouriers, Jason? I said, yes, it is. How can I help you? Is everything okay? He went, well, I can help you. I have found your credit card on the floor. I would show you my credit card, which is actually quite entertaining. Obviously, I'm going to show you without the numbers on. No, I'm not, because I've lost it. Again. I'm not, honestly. So basically, yeah, actually. So I'll show you that bit. So that's my credit card. It's basically, I use contactless quite a lot, and it's ruined the contactless side of it. So I'm going to need to order a new card. Must have been run over by myself or someone else. While I was down in Hounslow, I turned my City Sprint app on because I couldn't get any work back from London. It was nigh on impossible to get anything back. So I turned my City Sprint app on, and then they gave me a job to Leeds. So Monday was a fantastic day. So that's 470. 490, just talking shy of £500 on a Monday, which a £500 day on a Monday to me is absolutely brilliant, literally brilliant. If you can get one job down there, get out nice and early in the morning and get back, they're the kind of days that I want. And that was it. I didn't do Tuesday, I didn't do Wednesday. I had my obviously theory test yesterday, which unfortunately I failed by 2 marks. So we're at it again. We've got it rebooked for next month. A nightmare, but it's just got to be done, hasn't it? So yesterday, before I went for my theory test, I went on Go Puff for a little bit, and I done £49 and 22 pence on there. So that is literally, the total is £583 and 38 pence for a full week. But I basically worked, I would say, 2 days. I would say 2 days, because it was Sunday for one little job, which took us probably about an hour. Monday was the full day, fair enough, and then obviously yesterday on Go Puff was about half a day. So 2 days work, 500 quid. I done 723 mile. So that did have a little bit of personal in. I now have the car insured, so you might see a bit of footage of me out in the car. So obviously working out with what I made to what is on there, it works out around about 80 pence per mile. Now, let's be honest, I can't survive on £583 a week. It just will not happen. Obviously, with the van costs and everything else, it's not viable. This week was obviously a write-off. We had different things going on. Friday today, so we had another scan. Obviously, so I couldn't go distance, and to be honest, I just couldn't really bring myself to bid on any work as I was sat down. I know, lazy, but it is what it is. So what we need to do, we need to push, and we need to push extremely hard. And the next video that I'm going to bring out is going to be like a midweek video, so I'm going to try and get one out for Thursday. So I'm going to be mixing up my week in the life of with this video coming out on Wednesday. The video I'm going to try and bring out this Wednesday, although you might hear different clips of me saying different things, it's my brain and my ADHD going absolutely mental again. But I am going to, there's a couple of questions which I've had on my latest comments, so I'm going to try and get a couple of those answered and then tell you how much it truly cost me. Like, I might have give you a bit of inkling of what it is, what it isn't, but I'm going to go through my banking. I'm going to literally rain it down to the absolute penny of how much I spent on fuel, to how much, like, I'm like, do I involve my laptop? That's a good question. Like, do I involve my laptop, my GoPro, my sat nav? Like, do I involve those kind of things or not? Like, obviously I'll let you guys decide, but again, it's been an entertaining week. Yeah, so if you haven't already, please drop a thumbs up, drop a subscribe, and drop a comment down below of anything that you want to know. I am going to be pushing extremely hard next week. I know I keep on saying that, but I am. And I'm at the stage now where I really want to bring at least one driver, like one driver to come and help on the app, but it's got to be one driver that I genuinely trust. So if anyone wants to contact us, my website is below. Any potential customers, my website is below with my social media accounts on there, so that'll have, I'll even post my email address. So anyone wants to drop us an email, drop us a WhatsApp, just anything, I'm more than happy to answer any questions, or to have a phone call with people. And yeah, like, one of the things which I said yesterday was the podcast, and I truly stick to that. I really do. So if you're interested in that, hit us up on my email and we'll see where that actually ends. So that could be a different series coming to the channel. So yeah, time for me to log out, go home, go to sleep, and start a fresh week, which obviously my weeks are from Saturday through to Friday. As everyone, if you don't know, that is how I work things. Weird, awkward, I know, but it's just how I work. For people who don't know, the reason why I do this is just because I do. I work Saturday, Sunday, probably from home a little bit, do a little bit of Go Puff, maybe a couple of bits of City Sprint on a Sunday. And then obviously Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I'll be Courier Exchange, City Sprint, Royal Mail, blah, 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 blah. So the reason why I do Saturday, Sunday through to Friday is because when it comes to Saturday, I tend to try and not work Saturday, so then I can edit all this footage and then I can actually get it ready to upload for Sunday. Yeah, so it's definitely me clocking out now. I've rambled on enough. Thank you very much, and I shall see you in the next one. Again, if you haven't already, like, subscribe, comment.